It's Super Bowl season. That means super celebrity commercials.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and we are joined by our erstwhile leader, Andy, who is in an undisclosed location at the moment. How are you doing today?
I'm in Houston. TBD, I'll tell you why soon, but we are recording some videos, and yes, the Super Bowl's coming. Steph, you're not familiar as much with the Super Bowl. It is a big event here in America. It is the biggest commercial event. Literally, now in the age of streaming, advertisers really have no place where they can guarantee American eyeballs. And even other people around the world, the Super Bowl becomes that spot. They're selling $7 million commercials. That's right. For a 30-second spot, Steph, $7 million, and they sold out all of them. They're expecting the Super Bowl to be the highest rated yet ever in years. This event will be one place where everybody actually gets around the TV watching something together, which I miss. I got to be honest.
Sorry, Andy, can I just stop you there? $7 million for like a 10-second
Yes.
commercial. Are you shizzing
For 30
me?
seconds commercial,
30
$7 million. Yes. Look, and that's how legit it is, because, and I think the world is missing it too. This, all of us coming together like we used to for scheduled TV, you know, and then we'd meet around the water cooler. The Super Bowl is that type of big event. It's a sporting event where even if you don't like football, you go with people, you have it on the background, you watch the commercials, you watch the halftime show. It's become that type of an event. So brands are very serious about it. And so brands pull out all the stops, and they're spending a fortune on these ads, and they bring in a lot of celebrities. So I want to cover some of the big celebrities that are going to be on the Super Bowl ads as we see them. Always fun to cover some of these funny Super Bowl ads. And yes, we covered one with the Beckhams. Well, now the commercial is here. The Beckhams are in, along with some other big surprises, guys. Steph, you're going to cue this up. Let's check it out, shall we?
Yeah, so we've got Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer reunited, and of course David and Victoria Beckham are all in this full Uber Eats ad that was released only just a couple of hours ago. So this is fresh, hot off the press. So yeah, it's a minute long. Shall we play it, Andy?
Yes, let's see it.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I didn't know you could get all this stuff on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Gotta remember that.
Well, you know what they say, in order to remember something, you gotta forget something else. Make a little room.
And that's how I remember Uber Eats has coffee, by forgetting something else.
Have a seat.
A what?
Remember when you used to be a pepper lady?
Wasn't it the Cinnamon Sisters?
Basil babes?
Paprika Girls?
No, that's absurd.
Jen. Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
Have we met?
Did someone doodle on my face?
I'm so glad I
Belly
remembered
roll.
Uber Eats has office supplies, but I feel like I forgot something.
Yeah.
There's peanuts and peanut butter?
It's not coming off!
Oh, it's the primary ingredient.
Give me a hint.
Worked together for 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah.
You were great.
You still don't know, do you?
I don't.
Right.
Like I forget 10 years of my life.
I hate this town.
I hope I get to play the halftime show someday, man.
Thank you.
Now look, I'll be honest. I didn't watch it first. I didn't think it was that funny.
I was just looking at your reaction, and it was just perennially this.
I mean, there was a concept there of a but the Super Bowl ad has so much going on, but the whole concept of like, oh, in order to remember something, you got to forget something. I had already forgotten that was the premise. So the rest of it just wasn't that funny. And they had all this big money and celebrity cameos. And yeah, I didn't think the gag was that funny. That's the problem with these ads. You have such a short window to make it funny. I think that was too complicated of a concept. The previous one with David and Victoria was way funnier. With her, which we showed before. Should we show it again, Steph?
Yeah.
I found this one much funnier.
Yeah, let's show this one again. So let's go in 3, 2, 1.
The Cinnamon Sisters.
So David and I are going to be in a little commercial.
Be honest.
I am.
Honest.
Okay, it's a big commercial.
Tell them what it's during.
David, I'm trying.
No, tell them what it's during.
Okay, it's during the big baseball game.
Super big baseball game.
Oh, was it the hockey ball?
Hockey ball. Oh, and tell them about Jessica Aniston.
Jessica Aniston is going to be in it too.
Thank you. We love Jessica.
We love
this now. We go
Jessica.
back just to a freeze frame of David Beckham.
David,
around the bend. Here's what I love about this. They're making fun of themselves, Steph. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Because the original video is really, it feels genuine and real, where they're poking fun at each other. and David's calling out Victoria for saying she was working class. Yeah, right. What kind of car did you drive? What kind of car did you drive? We get a Rolls Royce. Thank you. And he leaves. And it was a very touching, funny, like ribbing, but genuine moment between a couple that you wouldn't see usually of this type of caliber, right?
Yeah.
And to see them poking fun at themselves again in this, and then him memeing himself by him just constantly poking from the corner, and then them not knowing who Jennifer Aniston is and not even knowing how to say Super Bowl. Fun fact, Steph, they're not legally allowed to say Super Bowl. The word Super Bowl is trademark, so they call it the big game, or they'll always come up with other terms so they don't have to pay for the rights to say Super Bowl. It's not a Super Bowl commercial unless they've like bought the rights to it. It's a whole thing. So they called it the big game, but it was a clever way they walked around it where they didn't say we bought a Super Bowl commercial, because then Uber Eats would have to get the clearance from the NFL. So that was a very clever way that they were forgetting the name on purpose and still being funny. Anyway, fun fact over. This was funny. This was a much better use to me for Uber Eats, and I would have much rather just had a video with Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer doing something funnier than that whole weird hodgepodge of people forgetting their pants and peanut butter. It didn't make any sense to me. So I would say thumbs up for Uber Eats for the teaser, thumbs down for me for the ad itself. And I think that'll be fun. Well, as the commercials come, guys, we'll have to do some thumbs up, thumbs down on what you guys think. But while we wait for more commercial stuff, perfect, you're queuing it up. Now you're seeing, guys, David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston reunited for a Friends reunion just after Matthew Perry's death, mind you, and they still did it and cashed in. This just shows you how everybody shows up for the Super Bowl and will take that paycheck. And guess who didn't, Steph? A certain Duchess. I don't even want to say her name. A certain Duchess got denied again because I guess the group chat didn't want to tell her that they were doing something for e.l.f. Cosmetics. Now we can't play the ad again because there's some music in there that's constantly trying to ding us. But the actual ad itself is not yet out. But when it is, we'll play it for you guys. But are you surprised, Steph, now that you see all this, the Beckhams, Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer, everybody comes out of the woodwork to do these big $7 million commercials. It looks pretty bad now that Meghan couldn't secure one of these, don't you think?
It does look bad that Megxie couldn't secure a place in a big game ad. Can't believe that's an actual rule there. But however, you know, it's surprising in one way and not surprising in another. Surprising in the sense of if she was offered it and she declined it, that's a lot of dollars that she's declined, that she's in desperate need of at the moment. They're losing contracts, but not, you know, replacing them with new ones. Not surprising in the sense of, you know, rumours coming out of Hollywood and LA that no one wants to touch with a barge pole, that they see her as kryptonite, that they see her as fruit of the poisonous tree, in the sense of, you know, if they are seen with her, if they associate with her, then all the negative press that she gets will be rubbed off on them as well. And they don't want no part of that negative drama. And so, yeah, I mean, in terms of, you know, this Suits cast reuniting for e.l.f. Cosmetics, I actually, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, believe that they didn't ask Megxie to be in the Super Bowl ad. They didn't, because they knew that if they did and she accepted, that they would get so much negative press and be so slammed for it and roasted for it that it would do a lot of reputational damage for e.l.f. Cosmetics.
Well, I bet you also Meghan would have asked for more than the other cast members probably asked for. No offense to the other Rick Hoffman, Sarah, and Gina.
Yeah.
I mean, they deserve more than Meghan, to be honest. But
Damn
I'm
right.
sure Meghan's agents would have gone for even higher amount. That e.l.f.'s probably like, we're good. We got the other three who are more worthy anyway, and then aren't going to cause our brand, you know, flack.
Yeah, she would have asked for more money, better security, better designer shoes and clothing. She would have just gone full Duchess diva, as we pretty much know her to be. But yeah, guys, that is the update with the whole big game ads going on at the moment. If you haven't done so already, on your way out, make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Planet, turn that notification bell to all, like this video, and comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories.
And are you excited for the Super Bowl commercials, gang? Do you want us to cover them? let us know in the comments. We'll keep you posted. Thank you, Steph, for all the work.
You're welcome. And join us later on today because we will be going live for Pop Culture Justice. And the
I hope with some
movies-
special guests. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining into today's video. Really appreciate all your faces. And here are some videos on screen now that you may want to clickety-click. Clickety-click.